Hey Jube, so are you sleeving your cards wrong? Probably not, but today I'm gonna go over 3 different ways and kind of just do some tests to see if there's any difference, if it even matters between 3 different ways to sleeve your cards. I'm gonna use some very special cards for the test, so it's very high risk. To raise the stakes a little bit, make it a little more fun. You might have heard of these before, but yeah, these are my 3 shadowless base set Zards. So, just to raise the stakes a little bit, make it a little more fun, we'll be risking these in the test today. Alright, so we got the Zards. I'm gonna unsleeve them real quick, show you pretty much your 3 different basic options. So, the most common, obviously, you'll see is just penny sleeve, insert it in, and then into a top loader. Everyone knows this. Probably this is what you probably do. Second way, this is actually what I do with most of my cards. The opposite for the penny sleeve. And into the top loader. I'll go a little over why I do this once we actually start the tests. And then you can tell me I'm in the comments. Tell me why I'm wrong. And the third way, I do this with my really, really valuable cards, the cards I care about the most. It's kind of a pain, but got your sleeve, insert it normally, and then you're gonna seal up that opening with your second sleeve. Again, this can be kind of annoying. These sleeves work really well though with it, but obviously you need 2 different size sleeves for this. So now both openings, or this internal opening is sealed, and then into the top loader will cover up your bottom opening. Again, this might be a little overkill, but I guess we'll find out. You'll see a lot of sellers ship their cards like that too. So, alright. Okay. For the first test, it's going to be a small spill test. Of course, you never want to keep your cards near any liquids you might knock over, or at least the cards you care about, but just in case you get complacent, we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, we have, in my opinion, least protected. Here's one penny sleeve sealed off at the bottom, and there's the double penny sleeve. So here goes nothing. Oh no! Oh! I need to save my cards. Oof. Okay, well, maybe I should get this all the way out. Alright, well. Wow. That actually got in there way easier than I thought it would. Which I'm sad about, because I actually want to keep these arts. I mean, who wouldn't want to keep base set Shadowless first edition minty Charizards? So, I mean, the damage is clear on this one. Wow, a lot of water got in there. Huh. Wow. It's very surprising. Alright, we'll pull this one out. Oof. I'm probably gonna have to get some new sleeves for these next tests, actually. And this is just water, too. So you can, I don't want to tear this. You can extrapolate this up to sugary beverages, more acidic beverages, Coke, all of the nerd drinks. There's probably some Mountain Dew Code Red fiends out there that this would look way worse for. Alright, so very clear damage there to my Porzard. Let's check out my most common sleeving method. So you can see water definitely got in there. I don't know if you can see that. That's on the inside right there. So we'll pull that out. Ooh. Alright, so I'm gonna treat this like I would if a real spill happened. So let me grab a paper towel. So I don't get this bad boy wet on the way out. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, it's not dropping in the puddle. Bone dry. Huge difference. And last but not least, I think it's safe to assume you're going to be perfectly fine. You know, I'll hit this one again. It doesn't seem like that much water got in there, to be fair. So I'll give her another quick splash, because I'm quite confident that this card will be safe. So into the puddle. A little more water. A little extra water. Oh no! Right into the top. All over. Give it a second. Ah, my reaction time's so slow. Give her a good shake. Again, treating this like I would a real spill. I didn't dry the other ones off initially, but this isn't exactly the most scientific test. It's just to give you an idea. Dry the bottom off before we pull it out, but again, we're double sealed on the edges, so really not much to worry about. And make sure it's nice and dry, because this is my favorite out of all of my Shadow Lizards. Yep. Not even gonna pull that one all the way out, but perfectly dry, as you can see. So it's gonna go back in there. I'm gonna grab some new sleeves and re-sleeve these other test cards again right quick. Let the other Zard dry off as much as possible. And then we'll do a dunk test, but I mean, I'm sure we can all see how that's gonna go. Alright, now we're going to do a full submersion test. And you might be thinking, what's the point of full submersion test? Well, say you're a millionaire and you want to take your ungraded first edition base set Shadowless Charizard on your yacht to impress all the hot ladies, right? And then maybe you have Butterfingers, or you let one of them hold it, and then oops, into the ocean. Perfect test for you, because I'm assuming if you have a first edition base set Shadowless Charizard, you got a little money anyway. So, all right, samesies. We're going to start off with our poor damaged one. Both sleeve openings are at the top. We'll act like we're Superman. I'm going to dive into it, so we'll do like I'll put it in flat, press it under, and do a 2 Mississippi. And then snatch her out, shake her off, and dry her. So, first test, all right, here we go, and 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Dry it off. Oh no. Did we get more in there? There's definitely water there, as you can see. think we definitely got... I want to knock the card towards it. Definitely water got in there. I think a 2 Mississippi is best case scenario. Card's all stuck. Dry that off really good before I try to take it out. Ooh, yeah, we definitely got more water in there. When you want to pull it out, rip it. Yep, you can see. So definitely fail on both tests. You know, not surprising that it failed the second one since it failed the first, but alright, we'll let this poor guy rest. Let me put him aside to dry off again. Alright, here goes our second victim. This is hard sleeve, top loader open on top, penny sleeve open on bottom. Same deal, hit the water, 2 Mississippi, so 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Oh god, that was a little longer than 2 Mississippi, got stuck at the bottom. But I think we're gonna be good. Oh yeah. Little drop of water at the bottom there. Again, I think these are all very best case scenarios when it comes to these tests. Really short submersion, it's just water. So you got to keep this in mind. This, if you find yourself in a situation with a spill or a dunking, it will either only be as bad or worse than what you're seeing here, probably, in all likelihood. But that is a super ultra pass. Nice. I think I'll do a second submersion. Actually, we'll see. Shall see at the end. Last but not least, my favorite. Same G's. And 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And no surprise there. Pass. And just because I'm really confident in this sleeving method, we go for a good 5 Mississippi. I'm actually kind of nervous though. But here goes nothing. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Oh, nice. Looks like no water got into even the bottom sleeve. Yeah, look at that. Nice. This almost makes me want to do like a long-term submersion. I don't know, like a few minutes. On these last two methods, just to see if how overkill this is, and see if maybe just the bottom is enough. I still wouldn't, you know, on a raw card that if it's graded and, you know, it might be 4 figures, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many thousands. I 10 times out of 10 will use the extra few cents to essentially, you know, double the protection. Sure, there's gonna be some skeptics that say, well, if you pay attention and you're not dumb, you just don't put liquids near your cards. You don't have to even sleeve them like that. Just sleeve them normal with both openings at the top. Well, I mean, there's still always the unavoidable dust ingress, right? So unless you want to be like removing your cards and, you know, taking them in and out of the sleeves and scratching them and damaging them in the process to clean dust out, if you're a long-term collector for your personal collection, and again, you're holding on to stuff long-term, there's really nothing you can do over years to prevent dust. It's a really common problem with top loaders. Dust slowly accumulating at the lip and going into the card. So these methods, this you pretty much don't have to worry about at all. This you definitely don't have to worry about that at all. You would never have to take this out of your triple protection setup. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. 99% of you guys aren't subscribed. Rawr, help me out here. Yeah, tell me if you want me to try a long-term submersion test, you know, like a few minutes. I don't know, maybe some of you guys live in Florida where it floods and you're worried or you're just curious if you got to get up out of there. Maybe it'll give you some peace of mind if you have your PC that you have to leave behind or something. One less thing to worry about if your cards, you know, if your binder gets flooded or soaked. Maybe it'll give even just one of you peace of mind, seeing that potentially this will keep the water out long term. Maybe even this, but I'm pretty confident in this. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Give me a thumbs up, and hopefully you enjoyed. Till next time, YouTube. Peace.